Welcome to Flash Tutorial Space Attack Part 1. To do this tutorial, you have to have some understanding of the layout of the Flash program. I will go relatively slow, so if you're a beginner, you'll have a chance to do this tutorial. Going to start by opening a new FLA, selecting ActionScript 3, and I'm keeping my default settings, which are the width of 550, the height of 400, frames per second is 24, and I have a background of white. Call this layer Saucer, S-A-U-C-E-R, like as in a flying saucer. I got a stroke here of black and a fill. I'm going to use a reddish color. And pick up my rectangle tool right here, rectangle tool, and make a rectangle. Pick up the selection tool, go till you get that arch and be roughly in the center of this. Now I'm not going to spend a lot of time drawing. Drag it up till you get that arch roughly in the center and make a tall arch. Grab that point here, drag it in that way. Grab this point here, drag it in that way, and click here and make an arch, and that's going to be my spaceship. Now you can make it any shape you want. If that's too tall, just bring it down. Now I still have my selection tool, highlight it. What's important for me, my stage is 550 wide and 400 tall. So I want to make this, for that parameters, to be, make sure this chain link is locked. I want my width of this to be 80. And when I enter, it symmetrically changes, and that's going to be my spaceship. Highlight it. Just going to drag it over here for a minute. While it's all fuzzy and I got those crosshairs, right click copy, right click paste in place, use the arrow key, bring it over. Got two of them now. Right click copy, right click paste in place. Again, use my arrow keys and drag it over. Now I have 4 of these on the stage. If I highlight them all, I know vertically they should be exactly the same because I just used my arrow keys, and now I want them spaced evenly. So if I click on my alignment panel is here. If you don't have it here, look under Window and you'll find alignment panel, click on it. But mine, I dock mine because I use it a lot. So alignment panel, make sure there's nothing here. I don't want the X. And on this line, distribute right here. And when I click this, these spaces are going to go equal. There you go. They're pretty close anyways. Now we're going to turn these into movie clips. So highlight it. Make sure you're not getting any of this one. Modify. Convert it to a symbol. Make sure movie clip is selected. And I'm calling this SAUC, sauce 1 of L1. So it's saucer 1 on level 1. Shift _ MC. Copy that. Okay, open the properties panel and paste it in here for an instance name. Highlight this one. Make sure you get every bit of it. Modify it, convert to a symbol, and we can paste in what we have copied and change the sauce 1 to sauce 2. Copy that. Open properties panel, paste it in for an instance name. Highlight this one. Oh, I want to make sure I get the whole thing. Modify, convert to a symbol. Again, paste this one in. Make this a 3. Copy this, paste it in, and finally this last one. You got the procedure now. Right click, paste it in, make sure it's a 4. Copy it so we can put it in for an instance name. Done. Now we're going to write some action script. Lock that layer, insert a layer, call it action script AS. Select frame, that first frame, open the action panel, and type this code. var, VAR, we're making a variable. Don't let that throw you off. It's just a number. We're calling it sauce speed. Capital SAUC, capital SPEED. This is going to determine how fast these saucers move. Colon, number, capital NUMBER. As you start typing this, a drop-down menu will come, and if the word number is selected, you can just press enter, or you can type it all out. Number will turn blue, equals 5, semicolon. So anytime we see this in our code, we're really talking about number 5. We need an event listener. Add event listener, small a, capital E, capital L, that turns blue. Open bracket, event, capital E, VENT, period. This enter underscore frame. Enter underscore frame is all uppercase, capital letters, that's blue. Comma, and I'm calling this on ent frame, capital O, capital E, capital F. You can put anything in here you want as long as it doesn't change colors. Close bracket, semicolon. Function, FUNCTION, turns purple. You can copy this on ent frame or whatever you have and put it in here. Open bracket, little e, colon, event, capital EVENT. This turns blue. Close bracket. There's an open curly bracket for my function. And now I'm going to talk about those 4 saucers. Sauce 1, L1 underscore MC, period X. That's its X coordinate. Plus equals sauce speed. That's that variable we made, semicolon. Copy that, paste it in, change the 1 to a 2, paste it in, change the 1 to a 3, paste it in, change the 1 to a 4, and a close curly bracket. Click here, and that will align it if there's any, like let's say you had something like this one out of alignment. You click here, everything will align for you unless you have an error, and an obvious error, and it will tell you. So let's test this out. Control, test, movie, test, and these should just move across the stage. And I think that's enough for this first tutorial. There will be a follow-up. It'll be Flash Tutorial Space Attack Part 2. So make sure you save this FLA. Hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.